Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic. On this channel, I explore how I use the fashion planner to set personal and professional goals. In this video, I'm going to be planning out the week of, oh my goodness, what week is it? The 17th through the 23rd, yes, of September. So let's get going on that. But before I do, I am a Passion Planner ambassador. And Passion Planner just launched their new 2024 annual planners. The covers are gorgeous. I'm actually severely tempted to change my original plan for next year's planner to one of the new covers because they're just so beautiful. So if you get a chance, take a look at those. If you want to purchase a Passion Planner, I would really like it if you used, I'd be very grateful if you used my link in the description of this video. And of course, there will be opportunities for purchasing the dated and undated planners for sale. I just really appreciate it when y'all use my link. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your thumbs up and your subscriptions, and let's get into it. So I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I'm feeling a little low today, so I thought I would take a minute to do some planning because that normally cheers me up. This is the current week. If you didn't get a chance to watch my last plan with me, this was like very fun to put together because these are the stickers from the Let's Color stickering book, and so you color them in, and I just really like how this turned out. I thought it was like minimal but also like really cute, and I just kind of like the stickers. So anyway, it's been a bit of a rough week if I'm being honest with you guys. I'm not sure, I know I've mentioned it on this channel, but the admin role that I'm in, I thought it was going better this semester, but it turns out that it was only feeling better because one of my colleagues was on medical leave for some part of this fall semester so far and is now back to her old shenanigans trying to make everyone as pissed off and stressed out as she is. So I don't know, y'all. Like I'm not sure if it's the pregnancy or myself or what it is, but I just don't have the bandwidth for it. I don't have the bandwidth for the drama. And if you're in academia, let me know in the comments if you ever have held an admin role or if you currently hold an admin role and how that's working for you. Admin, at least in the humanities academia, has a bad rep, you know, because it does take a lot of time. And I was anticipating, you know, what everyone says about admin role is that it's hard because you're dealing with people, right? Like you're dealing with faculty who have a variety of challenges. Oh, before I go on, this is one of the stickers I'm going to use today. I actually picked it up at at the Awesome Con that my family went to a couple weeks ago, and it's just like super cute. I love it. And I'm going to bring in some like crazy washi, and then I think I might round out the spread with some of the stickers from here because they're kind of like moody, and I'm just in a mood, as you can tell, as I think you can tell. So I decided to go a little moody this week. But yeah, like I just find I have no patience. I have no patience, sympathy, empathy. And it's, you know, if you know me in real life, you would know that I tend to have those things. I'm a pretty, what I would think, patient, tender-hearted woman. Maybe the cats. Yeah, I think the cats. So it is surprising to myself even that I feel the way I feel. And I just don't think it's sustainable. I don't think it's sustainable. The stress that I feel, I'm a little worried about the stress combined with my pregnancy and my, you know, my risk factors. I'm seriously considering making a major change, and I don't know what that'll look like. I don't know what my options are, but I just don't think I can get through this semester even with this person at the helm. Like, I don't think I can do it. I definitely can't do it with a civil tongue in my mouth. I'll tell you that right now. yeah, I think I might need to make a change. So stay tuned. There might be something coming down the pipe for that. The crazy thing is, it's not even the work, you know. The work itself is fine. Like I like being a mentor to my TAs. So far, so good. You know, I don't love scoring exemption exams. I mean, who does? but you know, it's not like, it's not horrible. It's not horrible work. It's somewhat interesting. So it's not the work itself. It's the problem. It's people. I mean, and that's probably not shocking to any of you who have a job. As they say, people leave people, not companies. Generally speaking, you know, I'm generalizing here. But yeah, I just don't think it's tenable. And it's not, you know, it's not worth it, is at the end of the day. You know, I get very little out of it. I put a lot into it, and it's extremely stressful, and I just don't think it's worth the potential, like, risk to my baby, but also, you know, to myself, just to my peace, to my mental health, all of those things. So I'm thinking about definitely making a change, and I will see what my options are. Speaking of the devil, I have an admin meeting on Monday, and it's in the evening, which sucks. I also don't like love the double washi here. So I'm going to take that second one off and just leave the first one on. And then I have my teaching on the 19th here. I'll go ahead and use this guy, this little skinny washi. And I'm supposed to have another admin meeting the same day. This was like, let me just tell y'all. So this is a meeting with the woman that I can't stand. And she initially framed it as a way to get to know my colleague and I better. Like, she was going to organize this meeting so she could get to know us more. And I was like, oh, well, that could be a good thing, you know, like, maybe if she knew us better, she would be less horrible to us. I don't think it's just me, but it is definitely me a lot of the time. And actually, I think it starts this time. And so I was like, oh, okay. You know, and she likes, like, I'll bring, you know, like, you know, I'll place an order at Panera, tell me what you want, kind of thing. I was like, oh, okay. So I was picturing us, like, outside at a table, having a beverage, like, you know, shooting the shit. And then she sends this, I'm not even going to put her name in my book because I just don't want to see it. She sends this, like, arm's length email agenda for our meeting. And it's all, of course, work related. And I'm just like, what? Like, that is not at all the impression you gave us, that you're going to be, like, coming at us with all this work talk. And you know, a lot of that stuff on that agenda, there's like a few things we need to figure out, but we could do it by email. That's for sure. We definitely don't need to meet on campus in person to take care of the things in that agenda that she had sent. And I was just like, and so now we're meeting in her office, and we're going to, because we need a screen because of, you know, said agenda, and we're going to talk work the whole time. So yeah, that's happening. Yeah. It's just like such a bad managerial style, in my opinion. You know, half the battle of managing anyone, you know, students, TAs, other colleagues, is managing their expectations. You know, being transparent when you can, helping them see the why in what they're doing. Speaking of my health, I had my glucose test this week. It's early because of my history, and I just feel like it's not going to go well. Also, I'm supposed to have a professional portrait done. That sounds fancier than it is. It's just a headshot for using for professional purposes, we'll see if I get to that. I'm not sure. Oh, I also want to go ahead and mark in my friend's birthday this day. So I'm just not optimistic that I'm going to stick it through, you know? And I'm, you know, trying not to beat myself up too much about it. I did give it a chance, you know. I expressed some of my frustrations to my supervisor last semester, so she's not like going to be totally blindsided. And, you know, I stuck it out for I would have stuck it out for 2 whole semesters, except I don't think that it's worth the stress that I feel in my current pregnant state. So I just, yeah, that's where we're at. I'm trying to decide where to put this Mama Jamma. Maybe here. Or this is when we're going to Stanton, so I could just cover this up. Maybe, yeah, maybe do that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cover that up. Yeah, so, but you know, going back to, you know, trying not to beat myself up, it is hard for me to say no, especially to something I've already said yes to. And you know, it's definitely like an academic thing, it's a woman thing, it's a lot of things. And, you know, I don't like to be perceived as a flake. I do like to carry out my commitments to their natural conclusion, but this doesn't necessarily have a concluding point. You know, I mean, it's a 3-year term, but it's renewable. There are no term limits, which is part of the problem, I think, with the whole team. If there was term limits, then this person who's driving everyone crazy would be not there. And it would open the field to new ideas and new perspectives. So, yeah. I'm going to put this I here for good luck. Good luck on my glucose test. Oh, let me put my habit tracker in here and my video stickers. So yeah, and actually overall the week was going pretty well until this woman decided to, as I said, make everyone as miserable as she is. The good news is that I've talked to enough people now that I know it's not just me. Like, I'm not just being overly sensitive. Nobody likes her that I can find anyway. And she's got a reputation not just at our institution, but at other area institutions. So I'm feeling a little better about it all because I'm like, okay, good. It's not just me. It's always good to know those things. So yeah, I'm trying not to, I think though, because I feel the way about her that I do, I'm afraid that if I don't take a bow soon and get out of there, that I will, that it will poison the whole experience being at the place, at the work site that I'm at. Like, it'll seep into everything else. And it'll make me want to quit the institution entirely. And I don't think I'm ready to do that. I never pictured maybe staying there forever. But I definitely, you know, wasn't thinking about leaving anytime soon. But I'm just so over this woman's hold that she has on our program. And I think if I don't step away from her now, that I will end up quitting prematurely. So, you know, it's good to have some self-awareness when it comes to those things if possible. And, you know, we all have our breaking point. We just gotta find out where it's at and hopefully not wait too long to figure it out before we make a decision about something. So I'm just loving this like moody thread coming together here. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm just like, I'm like having a blast. This is actually definitely a good pick-me-up. I think I might want to put a little more pink on this side. Let's see, these are the stickers that I'm using. I have this star I can bring in. I'm not sure if there's any other pages with this specific color combo. This is a great, by the way, sticker collection. Like, even if you're not really into astrology, the stickers are beautiful, and there's just like so many cool things you can do with them. So I highly recommend it if you're looking for just beautiful stickers. Yeah, okay, so this is the only page with like the pink purple. So I think maybe what I'll do is bring in this star, the shooting star. And then just a couple of little, one more, so I got the shooting star over here. And then let's do, let's do this little foil sticker here. And this little leaf sticker here. And I like this little like shine bright sticker as well. So I'm gonna bring it in somewhere. That's too close to the eye. Put it here next to my butterfly. And I think that's it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna put any more for that from that sheet. Look how cute. I think this turned out really well. And I do have, I think, some markers that would go. Let's see. Let's see if this purple, this is the violet. It's not like this rich purple that is in the stickers here. Passion Planner highlighter actually looks kind of close. My other purples are too bright. I could do the pink too. That might be like the better bet. Like if I went with a, like the pink Passion Planner highlight. Let's see about that. Let's bring out the Passion Planner highlighters. So here's mine. They actually have like more colors now than when they first came out. And I've been meaning to like pick some more up. Let's see. And by the way, they have a dual tip. They have this, the thick tip, and then they have the thin tip if you're interested. Yeah, this is not a bad pink. It's not exactly the same pink as in the kitty cat stickers, but it works. And it smears just a tad for this pen that I'm using. But it's not horrible. It's not like a horrible smear. And then, should I just do all pink? Yeah, I think I'll just stick with all pink meetings. And then my glucose test. Ugh, I'm not looking forward to that glucose test, y'all. It's just so gross. You have to drink this horrible drink, and then they take your blood. Well, they take your blood, you drink the drink, they take more blood. You have to sit there for an hour. Yeah, okay. I think that's looking okay. And looks kind of cool, right? I think so. Okay, so this is Stanton. I'm really excited for that trip. Can't wait. Can't wait. All right, so let's bring some plans in here. So I'm gonna have this plan with me going up. And then next week is my daughter's first birthday video. My plan with me for that. And let's see about to-dos. So I'll have to place a grocery order. And then I think I'll be able to do everything remaining on this list. I'm doing this right now. I did this already. yeah, I'm gonna do that stuff today. I did this and I did this. I have to do these two. So, okay, so next week, let me just keep putting edited collection emails, because I think there's still a few things I need to wrap up for that. And then this is done, thank goodness. I need to make more time to do academic writing. I've just been dragging my feet on that, if I'm being honest. And then I need my feedback schedule. Okay, so this will be in week 5, and I have their, they will have, okay, so there will be discussion board, and for my other class, they will have turned in their first major assignment. And they will have a discussion board. I also need to do 101 prep for my class. And that's it. Okay, so that's feedback that I need. I'm gonna go ahead and put my little announcement boxes that I always do. And jot down some habits. What am I? I'm trying to remember. I'm definitely trying to be better about marking my habits down, but okay. I think I'll feel, when I envision myself not being in this admin role anymore, it just fills me with joy. And like, I think about all the things that I could pay more attention to if I wasn't like madly scrambling. I also will need to pack for stand-in. I'm hoping I have my friend's birthday gift and stuff. For personal stuff, look at my professional portrait. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have time to do anything else in this week with all the other crap going on. Yeah, okay. I think that's looking good. Looking good, yeah. Okay. All right, so that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching this plan with me. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. I'm sorry if it was a little bit moody and morose, but that's just where I am, y'all. Hoping to pick myself back up next week. Maybe I'll have some good news. Something just to find a little bit more peace and balance in my life would be nice. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, as I said, and I will see you back here soon. Take care. Bye.